Thank you so much. And I did not know that. That's so wild. And yes, we are now dear friends and I cherish you so much. So thank you for giving me the space to be part of your life and the LCF life. Like it was so beautiful to hear Jack. I mean, open up for me because I came in like around 9:30 with this prayer and then just this opening and love. Y'all do that. Y'all have always done that. I remember involved with LCF back in the days where like Masha and Sari and I would like cram in Sari's car and we're like driving up to Sacramento. So those are like the best memories that I have. Y'all are also part of this kind of hustle vibe community that we talk about, right? Where we figure it out, we kind of mold and shape and move to what's needed. And I think us as a community, we do that. Like that's embedded in us. So I just appreciate each and every one of you. I don't know all of you personally yet, but I just want to thank you all from the bottom of my heart for being part of LCF Giving Circles, because y'all are really part of the community who really wings give this light and hope, I think, to all of these communities on the ground, working on the front lines, serving. So I hope that y'all know, even though you're probably not there in person doing the work, that you are part of the frontline work and the efforts and the love that we're giving out to these super vulnerable communities that we love and are a part of. But with that, I'll go into a little bit of my personal story and what I've created in the past year. I'm an immigrant from Mexico. I came to this country when I was 4 years old. From Michoacan. So lots of Michoacanos here in Redwood City. I'm in East Palo Alto. So shout out to all the Mexicanos out there. And, you know, I came to this country and at a very young age, I understood the value of education. Being an immigrant, I think, and the youngest of 11, I really had that privilege to go through school from the beginning and really value it. And wanting to be the first in my family to go to college really kind of put me in a situation that a lot of us, right, oftentimes as first generation students, don't really know what we're getting into until we get there. And we don't really have anybody at home to kind of help us guide us. So for me, it was exactly that, but with a little twist where I was also undocumented. So that really threw me off. My counselor said people like me couldn't go to college. I believed her. I graduated having no really north of what I was going to do next. Fast forward, I create Dreamers Roadmap, which helps undocumented folks find scholarships to go to college in the past 5 years. And last year, really, I think, like to many of us, it really made us think on what we were doing and how could we remold that to address the needs of today, right? And today was COVID, today was farm workers, today was undocumented people who were getting the relief from the government. So it was really up to us. So getting together with a couple of my friends and really brainstorming what can we do, like what is in our power to help these communities, we came up with a campaign called Supplies for Farm Workers. Again, and it was mentioned earlier, right? Like we are not, we don't go out and work in person. We don't go out and distribute food, but we remolded. We had to re-engineer ourselves, if you will, so that we could address this new need. And we started collecting just donations. We started personally, right? Like just on our own Venmos, like collecting from our friends and family, out to places like Salinas, like Stockton, like Lodi. And we were bringing brand new backpacks and school supplies for the children back when school was starting in August. After the first distribution, we realized that backpacks obviously were not enough. The families were asking us for food. They were asking us for water. We noted they didn't have the adequate PPE kits, like even just for an everyday kind of like interaction, and even more so just for their work day. So we were really like just one shocked, you know, in a way and not in a way. And we started mobilizing through our social media networks, and this really became a national movement. We started receiving donations from all over the country. We then shifted the asking, if you will, and donations through to Dream Road just got bigger than what we thought it was going to be. We were only supposed to distribution one time, and it ended up like 5 months. We just couldn't stop. We had to keep going. the donations kept coming. And to me, it was really a testament of that, right? And what we've been talking about, which is the power of comunidad, what we can do together. And I'm just so grateful and honored to be ace and to be able to have a platform where we could do that, you know. Going out into the communities. There was one family in particular in Lodi that she came out. We wrote these little handwritten thank you notes to the farmers, and she came out and was like, thank you, because nobody had ever thought about us. She's like, nobody had ever driven out this far to give us food and water. And it broke my heart because I was like, you guys are not even that far, you know. There's so much wealth here in the Bay Area. There's so much to go around for all of us to be okay. Yet they felt like they were really in the middle of nowhere and weren't being seen. And I don't know, like, just I'm just grateful and so thankful for everything that I feel that all of you, the leadership LCS has given all of us, and the courage that all of you give me to continue, and learning from people like Olga's leadership, and having mentors to learn from. And I'm just so honored to be in a space with y'all and learning with each and every one of you. So just thank you for what you do and let me build forward for our comunidad in comunidad. Thank you very much.